What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to another episode of the Dope Sports Podcast brought to you by DopeContent.com. Ladies and gentlemen, how's your day going? It is a Saturday morning, September 17th, ladies and gentlemen. This is a late podcast stream. I meant to do this earlier, but I've been so busy, I haven't gotten a chance to do it. I'm busy today too, but I'm making time to get this week one NFL out the way, talk about the Dallas Cowboys because that is the home team, so we will be focusing on them. We're going to talk about the injuries that's going on in NFL, and then we're going to talk about Florida State football. Florida State is 3-0 again for the first time since 2015, ladies and gentlemen. But today we're going to discuss who gets the credit for it. Who really deserves the credit for it? So I see we got a couple of people here on Twitch. Rob, D-Well, what's good? If you're on YouTube, please, even if you don't stay long, if you see this video on YouTube, go hit the like button. The more people that hit the like button, the more the video gets out on YouTube. So spam the like button. Well, you can't spam it because you can only do it one time. But hit that like button, man. If you see this video on YouTube, hit the like button. And if you got to keep it moving. I completely understand. We're not here to waste time. Once again, I don't have a lot of time today. So, welcome. Appreciate y'all coming. And let's get right into it. All right. It's like every time I stream, that's when my allergies start messing up. I was fine. As soon as I started streaming, my nose started tingling and stuff. Let's get into the NFL. Week 2 is underway, but let's get into week 1. Once again, this is a late stream. Let's start off with the Buffalo Bills taking out the LA Rams. Hold on, I think my cord is making noise. Y'all don't hear no static sound, do you? Test. Are we good? I think we good. All right. Buffalo Bills take out the LA Rams 31-10. Thursday night game, week 1 opener. Josh Allen was 26 for 31, 297 yards, 3 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp, 13 catches, 128 yards, 1 touchdown. So, you know, there you go for your fantasy playing people. The New Orleans Saints barely escaped the Falcons after making a huge comeback in the fourth quarter. Jameis Winston went off in the fourth quarter. Started off bad, but he came back and showed us that he can still be famous Jameis. Rob talking about who that. Well, we got Jameis went 23 for 34, 269 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cordell Patterson, 22 carries. This guy has been killing it since he moved to running back. 22 carries, 120 yards, 1 touchdown. Jarvis Landry in his New Orleans debut, 7 catches for 114 yards. Shout out to Jarvis Landry. Saints are 1-0, Falcons are 0-1. Of course, this was a shocker to me. Hold on, Rob. What are you saying, Rob? Michael Thomas is back. Yay, Rob. Rob is happy. Michael Thomas is back. Good job for Rob. All right. Let's keep it moving. I'm sorry. Something happened on my screen. I got multiple screens happening, so I'm trying to keep everything going. Keeping it moving. The Bears, in an upset, in my opinion, shocked the 49ers in a rainstorm, basically. Like, that field was flooded with water. It was raining all day. 19-10. Trey Lance, 13 for 28, 164. 1 interception. 13 carries, 54 yards. Jennings had 4 receptions for 62 yards. Hold on, y'all. What the heck? Every day. Every time. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all hear that? Hold on. I think I'm getting a faulty mic cord here. Bruh. Every day is something new, bruh. Every day is something new. But we're not going to stop. Let's keep it going. The fans are killing Trey Lance after one game. One game in that type of weather. Bro, relax. Y'all overreact so much. And we're going to get into fans overreacting once we get into the Cowboys game. The Steelers, which I consider another upset, they take out the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, 33 for 53, 338 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mixon had 82 yards on 27 carries. Jamar Chase had 10 catches, 129 yards, 1 touchdown. TJ Watt was clowning until he got injured, so we're gonna get into his injury as well. But shout out to Pittsburgh, man, 23-20 in Cincinnati. The Eagles escaped the Detroit Lions. Jalen Hurts had 18. He went 18 for 32, 243 yards. Swift had 15 carries, 144 yards, 1 touchdown. A.J. Brown, 10 catches in his debut, 155 yards. The Eagles win 38-35 in Detroit. The Dolphins take out the Patriots, which is really not a shocker, especially considering the first 4 weeks of every year, the Patriots seem to be just, trying to figure themselves out. Tua went 23 for 33, 270 yards, 1 touchdown. Harris had 9 carries for 48 yards. Tyreek Hill, in his debut, 8 catches, 94 yards. The Ravens, baby, Ravens flock. Lamar Jackson is back. Take out the Jets and former Raven quarterback Joe Flacco, 24-9 in New York. Flacco went 37 for 59, 309 yards, 1 touchdown. Carter had 10 for 60 yards. Davis had 6 receptions for 77 yards. Lamar Jackson threw 3 touchdown passes in his welcome back game. So, all these people that's talking noise about Lamar Jackson, you might want to shut up. He did not reach a deal with the Ravens, by the way. So, yeah, he's playing on a contract year. The Washington Commanders, weird saying that, took out the Jaguars 28-22. Shout out to Tony Khan for losing. Carson Wentz 27 for 41, 313 yards, 4 touchdowns. Robinson, the running back for Jacksonville, 11 carries, 66 yards. Christian Kirk in his Jacksonville debut, 6 carries, 117 yards. The Cleveland Browns, new look Cleveland Browns, Amari Cooper's new team, 26-24 over the former QB Baker Mayfield and the Carolina Panthers. Baker Mayfield went 16-27, 235 yards, 1 touchdown. Nick Chubb, 22 carries, 141. Robbie Anderson had 5 catches for 102. They won with a 58. The Cleveland won with a 58-yard game-winning field goal to take that game and have Baker Mayfield looking sad on the sideline. The Colts and the Texans, 2020 tie game. The Texans was up the whole game. They gave up 17 points in the fourth quarter to the Texans to the Colts. And there you go. It was a tie game. Matt Ryan, 32 for 50, 32 of 50, 352 yards, 1 touchdown. Taylor on the ground, 31 carries. Jeez. 161 yards. Michael Pittman, 9 catches, 121 yards. The Giants upset the Titans at home. Welcome back Saquon Barkley, 16 carries, 164 yards. It's good to see Saquon doing Saquon things again, man. Welcome back, Saquon. Even though I'm a Cowboys fan, I do not hate on success. I'm a fan of Saquon Barkley. Just because I cheer against the Giants don't mean I want their players to be hurt and doing bad. So it's good to see Saquon being back. I hope he has a great season and stays healthy for once, man, this season. Daniel Jones really didn't do much. Sterling Shepard, 2 for 71, 1 touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, 20 for 33, 266 yards, 2 touchdowns. What's good, Push? Push Play in the building. Make sure you follow my guy, Push Play, ladies and gentlemen. That is my guy, man. One of the best dudes I've ever met via social media, because I ain't even met him in real life. But social media, man, this guy is one of the dopest guys. He one of the realest guys already, bro. So shout out to Push, man. Make sure y'all follow him if you're not doing so already. Moving on, the Vikings destroy the Packers 23-7. Kirk Cousins, 23 of 32, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns. My boy Dalvin Cook, FSU in the building, 20 carries, 90 yards. Justin Jefferson, man, 9 receptions, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers was getting attacked all day on the line. Zadarius Smith, he said he was coming. Zadarius Smith, I'm sorry, I said his name wrong. Zadarius Smith said he was coming for you, and he came for you, buddy. He was on A-Rod the whole game. And shout out to Georgia. I just saw Georgia score, so they up 13-0 on the scoreboard, as you can see. 14-0 now. So if you see it on the top of the screen, keeping you updated, because college football starts off real early during the day. Rob said Kirk is finishing top 5 in the MVP race. Man, you said that because a lot of people said, Michael Irvin said that, and people clowned him the other week. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not going that far yet to say that. I'm not going that far yet. So I just say he'll have a better year. He's an up and down quarterback. So Packers fans are in panic mode already. Why? It's week 1. The Packers always lose week 1. They got blown out last year by New Orleans. Like, stop. We're going to get into people panicking and overreacting to week 1 like you do every year. Anyway, let's keep it moving. I was going to rant. Let's keep it moving. Chiefs take out the Cardinals 44-21. Pat Mahomes said, boy, y'all thought I was going to have a bad season. I got something for you. Bruh. Pat Mahomes, 5 touchdowns. Without Tyreek Hill, by the way. 30 of 39. 390 yards, 5 touchdowns. Travis Kelce, 8 yards. 8 yards. 8 catches, 121 yards, 1 touchdown. Hey, y'all better stop sleeping on Pat Mahomes. You don't know how many people text my phone or hit me up on Facebook saying, oh, Pat Mahomes, I think this is going to be a down year for him. I've had so many people hitting my line. Really, they started it last year, and Pat Mahomes shut them up last year. So now they hoping they right this year. Yeah, man, I don't think Pat Mahomes is going to have a good year, man. I think it's going to be a down year for Pat Mahomes. I'm just like, yeah, all right, whatever. But in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, hell no. Pat Mahomes is Pat Mahomes. I don't care who you give him at wide receiver. Juju Smith, it doesn't matter. Pat Mahomes is Pat Mahomes. He is good. So everybody that keep waiting on Pat Mahomes to fall down and lose it, it's not happening no time soon. That's all I'm going to say. Push is not going to like this one. The Chargers, LA Chargers take out the Vegas Raiders 24-19. Derek Carr, 23 of 37, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs, 10 carries. He only had 10 carries. That's crazy. 57 yards on the ground. Devontae Adams in his Raider debut, 10 catches, 141 yards, 1 touchdown. Showing you that he doesn't need Aaron Rodgers and that man can still run routes, and he's a route runner. A lot of people were saying, well, maybe Devontae Adams ain't that good. We'll find out because he don't have Aaron Rodgers. First game against the Chargers defense, who is loaded. 10 catches, 141 yards. So just like I said, Pat Mahomes is legit. Devontae Adams is legit. I understand it's week 1, but if you look at the way he was running and getting open, it's a difference from watching the game and looking at stats versus actually looking at what he's doing. Like Amari Cooper in Cleveland only had 3 catches, but he was open on like 12 to 15 plays, and the ball just didn't get to him, by the way. So it's a difference from looking at stats and actually watching the game. I'm trying to tell people that for years now, and they won't listen. Mr. Boggs, what's good? Let's keep it moving. Once again, the Chargers beat the Raiders 24-19. Buccaneers take we're going to skip that because we're going to get to that. Seattle get a close win over the Broncos, and Russell Wilson's return to Seattle. Seattle wins 17-16. Broncos failed a 62-yard field goal that they attempted to win the game on 4th and 5. We're going to get a little more into that. Russell Wilson in his return got booed. Can't believe got booed. He got booed. After winning you a Super Bowl and take you to another Super Bowl, he got booed. Okay. All right, Seattle. Okay. 29-42, 340 yards, 1 touchdown. Rashad Penny, 12 carries, 60 yards. Jerry Jeudy, my guy from Alabama, Roll Tide. 4 catches, 102 yards, 1 touchdown. You just paid Russell Wilson over $100 million. Why are you not trusting him to get that first down on 4th and 5? Why are you trusting your kicker to make a 62-yard kick on the road in Seattle versus your $100 million quarterback that you just re-signed? Bruh. Somebody explain that. Why? Push Play say shout out to Geno Smith. Mr. Bond say I was shocked by my coach in Texas had a tie game. Yeah, so why are you not trusting Russell Wilson to get that? I don't understand that thought process. He know he made a mistake because he went to it and, said it. The coach said it himself. Yeah, I should have kept my offense on the field. Now, before we get into the Cowboys week 1, let's get into some injuries in the NFL. Again, I got multiple screens up because I'm trying to keep tab. I'm streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. If you see it on YouTube, even if you don't watch it on YouTube live, please go to the YouTube. Make sure you like. Just click the like button. You ain't even got to watch it again. Just click the like button, and that'll help me so much on YouTube because the more likes on the video, the more YouTube spread it out. That's all I'm asking for. You ain't even got to watch it. Even if you watch it live, just click on YouTube, hit like. That's all I ask for my YouTubers. But before we get into the Cowboys, week 1 loss to the Buccaneers. They lost 19-3. Let's get into some injuries. And let's see who might be out and for week 2 and and etc. So, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go ahead. Let's stick to week 1. Let's go to the Cowboys. Cowboys lose to Tampa Bay 19-3 at home. Bruh. Tom Brady 18 for 27, 212 yards, 1 touchdown. Dak Prescott 14 for 29, 134 yards, 1 interception. He got injured, broke his thumb, and some Cowboys fans, as he walked off the field, decided to boo and throw trash at your franchise quarterback. Bruh. Oh, hell no! Cowboys fans, what the hell is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? I'm waiting on the Cowboys fan to respond. Rob said there's text for you. Max in the building. Shout out to Max. Make sure y'all follow my guy on Twitter. Let's go. I'm trying to figure out. I'm waiting on somebody to answer to see if somebody got to answer for me because I don't understand it. It's week 1. You lost to the same team last year. Opening game. You lost your number 1 receiver for a 5th round draft pick because your owner is stupid and cheap. Bruh. You lost your starting right tackle because your owner is stupid and cheap. Bruh. You lost your starting left guard who is now a starting center in Miami, and he had the highest rated offensive line PFF grade because your owner is stupid and cheap. Bruh. And honestly, I'm not even mad at losing Connor Williams because I was the one shooting them down, saying, hey, Connor Williams and left guard gotta go. Bruh. And they got rid of him. So I wasn't mad at getting rid of Connor Williams, but I am mad at the fact that he could play center. We needed a center, and they didn't even attempt to move him and try him at center in Dallas, and he's playing center, and so far, so good. But again, the owner is cheap. Bruh. Yeah, the only team to not score a touchdown in week 1. Bruh. I'm just trying to figure out why Cowboys fans are already booing your quarter. He got injured, and you're booing him. You have no starter. You have no really 1A, 1B receiver. CeeDee Lamb was getting doubled and triple teamed the whole game. You got rid of Cedric Wilson because you dumb and cheap. Bruh. Knowing that Michael Gallup is hurt. Michael Gallup is injured. So you got CeeDee Lamb and Noah Brown. You got CeeDee Lamb, Noah Brown, a rookie Tolbert who didn't even suit up because he's not even ready right now that you drafted. You got a Houston. I don't even know the guy name. I know his last name is Houston, number 17. Who the hell is that?
Bruh.
No disrespect to the Houston guy, but who are you, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? No disrespect to him. You know what I'm saying? You made the league, you made the team. Good job to that, man. Much love to you for that. But who are you? Like, for Tampa Bay to focus on. Okay, CeeDee Lamb's the threat, yes. Dalton Schultz is a deep. He's not even a deep threat. He's just a good security blanket, right? He might not come back next year. He's franchised. They might franchise him again, but yeah, Dalton Schultz is like Jason Witten. He'll give you about 8 yards. He'll catch the ball, turn around, and give you 2 yards. He's not gonna burn nobody down the field or nothing like that. So your only threat is your running game is CeeDee Lamb. What happened to that returner? He on the team, but he's just a returner. They don't use him on the offensive side like they should with his speed. Honestly, and Dez even said this on Twitter, you should have Turpin in the slot. You should have Zeke, Turpin, and Pollard on the field at all times with CeeDee Lamb. And you got to find ways and make plays to get one of these guys in space. That's the goal. That's what you need to do. They didn't do none of that. It was typical Kellen Moore, a.k.a. Jason Garrett, playbook over and over again. And I said the same thing about Garrett. I'm going to say the same thing about Kellen Moore. It's time for them to go. It's time for him to go. When Jason Garrett came in, he was considered a genius, an offensive genius, his first year as offensive coordinator with the Dallas Cowboys. You know why? Because he did have a good year. But you know why? Because nobody knew what Jason Garrett was going to do because this was his first time coaching. There's no scouting report on Jason Garrett in your first year. The same with Kellen Moore. After his first year, people figured out this is his game plan. And you know what he did? He went downhill.
Bruh.
Kellen Moore, his first year in Dallas. Oh, he's a genius. He's a genius. Kellen Moore's a genius. Nobody has figured out what he was doing yet because it was his first year. Ever since, it's been downhill. Basic.
Bruh.
Right? So then let's go to people that's talking about, well, last year, the Dallas Cowboys had the highest ranked offense because they scored the most points per game in the season. That's how I know you don't watch football. When you tell me that, actually pay attention to why they got those points. A lot of those points came from pick six, fumble recovery, punt blocks that ended up in the end zone for the Cowboys. And then again, pick sixes. And then again, defense getting turnovers that's putting you right in position to score. It wasn't Kellen Moore's offense. If you watch the Cowboys last year, a lot of their points came from the defensive side and special teams. So, yeah, they averaged more than anybody last year in points. But that ain't due to Kellen Moore and the plays he was calling. Like, if you see how Zeke, look at the run game. It went downhill. And Zeke was hurt, and they kept playing him. Because of Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones got on the radio, 105.3 The Fan, and said, no, we're going to play Zeke, even though he knew Zeke was hurt.
Bruh.
I don't like what Jerry is doing in Dallas because he's about to do the same crap with Dak Prescott. Jerry Jones got on the radio this week and turned Dak Prescott's injury from a 6 to 8 week injury, which what it should be, to a 4-week injury.
Bruh.
Jerry Jones said, I'm not putting Dak Prescott on IR, which means most likely he will be back within 4 weeks. You know what's going to happen if he does rush back in 4 weeks? Just like he rushed back from that calf injury last year, he's going to go downhill. He ain't going to be able to grip the ball and throw the ball like he wants to. Last year, he wasn't able to plant on his left leg. I'm sorry, was his right leg. He wasn't able to plant like he wanted to when throwing the ball. But none of this stuff don't come out until they lose. None of this stuff come out until after the season's over, then they lose. Then everybody was like, oh, yeah, Zeke was hurt. We knew Zeke was hurt. We knew Dak was hurt. But you don't rest them. You don't let them heal up. Your owner forces them to play injured. And let's get back on Zeke. Jerry Jones has already made Zeke the scapegoat for the season if the season goes bad.
Bruh.
Just like he's making CeeDee Lamb the scapegoat already if the season goes bad. They blame everybody but themselves. Let's get into some Jerry Jones quotes. Before the season started, during preseason, they was asking Jerry how you feel about the season, yada, yada. Jerry Jones said, we go as Zeke go. We go as Zeke go. Basically, he was already putting out, hey, if we fail this year, I'm going to blame Zeke, and I'm not bringing him back. We're going to get rid of that contract.
Bruh.
That's what he did. That's low-key what he was doing. You go as Zeke go, you got a franchise quarterback. What team in the NFL that has a legit franchise quarterback say we go as our running back go? Especially with the O-line, being in the position that it is. And speaking of Zeke, Zeke was averaging 5 yards a carry. You stop running the ball Sunday. Zeke averaged 5 yards a carry, and you stop running the ball. Let's see how many carries he had. Let me go. Zeke had 10 carries for 52 yards.
Bruh.
Averaged 5.2 yards. Tony Pollard had 6 carries for 8 yards, 1.3 yards a carry. But Zeke averaged 5.2 yards. You gave him the ball 10 times. But we go as Zeke go, right? Jerry Jones, you're making this guy a scapegoat. You making this guy a scapegoat. We already know what it is. You don't want to keep his contract past this year because you're cheap. So you trying to find reasons to let him go like you let Amari Cooper go, which Amari Cooper's contract is very cheap now. But you gave him up for a 5th round pick after you gave up 2 ones and re-signed him.
Bruh.
You gave him up for a 5th round pick. A 5. You gave up 2 ones. And you let him go for a 5. I'm trying not to get mad and yell and go by Stephen A. Skip Bayless. But like Jerry Jones, I'm not a fan. I need somebody to Vince McMahon him ASAP. Get this guy out of here and his son. But yeah, Zeke, 5.2 yards a carry. We go as Zeke go, Jerry Jones says Jerry Jones. He was going good. You stopped giving him the ball. But hey, whatever. CeeDee Lamb, 2 catches, 29 yards. He was targeted 11 times. His longest catch was 16 yards. Noah Brown actually led the team in receptions and yards. 5 catches, 68 yards. He was targeted 9 times. One-on-one coverage versus double team and triple team coverage. That's the difference. Noah Brown is not going to ever get double teamed. CeeDee Lamb is going to be double teamed every game from now on until Michael Gallup comes back. And probably even after that, honestly. But yeah, let's get into CeeDee Lamb. Let me read this quote from Jerry Jones, because I know I got it. Let me find it real quick. I thought I had it pulled up. Let me get to it, man. Because Jerry said he had some comments about CeeDee Lamb. His son, Stephen Jones, had some comments about CeeDee Lamb, too, that I didn't like either one. So Jerry Jones said, you got to play through being covered.
Bruh.
You got to catch balls covered. You say, well, that's a trite thing to say, but you can't. You can't just be doubled up and not make some plays.
Bruh.
What? You can't be doubled up and not make plays? How many receivers making plays on double teams, bruh? Cooper didn't do it when he was double teamed last year. CD's not going to do it. Dez in his prime didn't do it. Devontae Adams, the few times he is double teamed, he's not getting open on double teams. People are not beating double and triple teams, Jerry Jones. Especially when the team is looking at you and saying, Oh, this is the only threat, downfield threat. We're not worried about Noah Brown. We're not worried about Dalton Schultz. We're not worried about Dennis Houston. We're worried about CeeDee Lamb because CeeDee Lamb is the only wide receiver threat that can actually beat us deep. So we're going to double team him. We're going to put a safety on him with our DB every time. Am I missing something? Like, why is it hard to understand for him, a football guy? And considering Kellen Moore is calling the same plays outside of 2 trick plays that didn't do well at all. Horrible trick plays. He got too cute on his trick plays. But, you know, whatever. The first week, the linebacker, what's his name? White, number 45 for the Buccaneers. They interviewed him after the game, and he said, oh, we already knew what they was going to do based off of last season.
Bruh.
We already knew they were going to run a bunch of curl routes and a bunch of drag routes. We already knew that they wasn't going to stay committed to the run game, which they did.
Bruh.
So this made it easy for us to cover them and predict their plays. That's what Devin White said. That's what he said after the game. It's week 1 of a new NFL season, and you already got a defense saying, oh, we knew what they was going to do.
Bruh.
Oh, hell no! But it's not time for Kellen Moore to go. And then Mike McCarthy, bro. They asked Mike McCarthy, why not take over the play calling? Why not take over the play calling? This fool don't even know the playbook well enough to take over the play calling.
Bruh.
Oh, hell no! You the head coach. You supposed to be this offensive guy. You the head coach. This is your 3rd season with the same guy. What do you mean you don't know the play calling like that? You don't know the playbook like that. What are you doing? Like, now this team, bro, this team. And look, I'm trying to stay calm. Look, this team, bro, listen. They get on my nerves. Their fans get on my nerves. Their fans are booing and throwing trash at your starting quarterback after he was taking a pound in the whole game, right? I'm not even going to go there with them because I ain't going to say what I want to say. I'm going to look at those fans and say they're the same type of people that are mad because the Little Mermaid is black. Those are the same type of fans that are throwing trash at Dak Prescott, your franchise quarterback, after being injured and after playing injured last year and taking y'all to the playoffs. Y'all know Dak Prescott has never had a losing season in the NFL since he's been in the league, right? Never had a losing season. His worst season is 8-8. Him and Lamar Jackson. I'm going to bring Lamar into this because Lamar's getting the same treatment. Never had a losing season. Only time the Cowboys and the Ravens have had a losing season is when both quarterbacks have been injured. When they were both hurt. That's when they've had losing seasons and didn't make the playoffs. Dak's worst season healthy is 8-8. Last year, he comes back from his ankle being completely cracked and turned the other way. He comes back and go 12-5.
Bruh.
Win a division and go to the playoffs. But y'all booing him after game 1 to a team that we already lost to last year in game 1. To a better team with a better roster because they make better moves and they're not cheap and stupid like our GM and owner. They needed receivers. They got rid of Antonio Brown. They went and got Julio Jones, who is still Julio Jones. Even though they already got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, they still went out and got Julio Jones because they're about winning. That's not Dallas' motive. And to these fans is always pissed off. You know why you pissed off? Because you're stupid as hell. Because every year, you're thinking Super Bowl or bust.
Bruh.
Why are you thinking Super Bowl or bust? Why? Why are you thinking Super Bowl or bust? Cowboys ain't been to the damn Super Bowl since 1995. 95, bruh. And stop bringing Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin and all these guys. Stop putting them on the big screen in the AT&T Stadium doing the games and having them doing motivation speaks and talking about this is what the Cowboys do. This is Cowboys. This is Cowboys. That rah rah rah. Stop doing that. That's why the fans are still going around being stupid, talking about Super Bowl or bust every year. I told y'all last year when they went 12-5. That's not a Super Bowl or bust. That's not a Super Bowl or bust year for me. Do I want them to make the Super Bowl? Yes. But I'm realistic as a fan. That's not Super Bowl or bust. I knew what that team was last year. We went from not making the playoffs with our quarterback breaking his ankle in half to getting him back and making the playoffs. The point is to get better every year. They got way better from 2 years ago to last year. So all this Super Bowl or bust, you're pissed off, but it's your fault because you're stupid. You're still living off of Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, and Troy Aikman. The Chicago Bulls won their last championship in '98. You don't see Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Tony Kukoc on the big screen at every game, home game, talking about this is the Bulls, this is what we do, this is yada, yada, yada. And look, Chicago won their last championship in '98. Dallas won their last in '95.
Bruh.
Chicago fans are not living in NBA Finals or bust every year. Even when they had MVP Derrick Rose, it wasn't NBA Finals or bust. Like, they're content with their team. They know what their team is. They've rebuilt. They got a good team, and their goal is to make the playoffs right now. If you're a Chicago Bulls fan and think you're making the finals this year, I don't think that's happening unless you make the trade. And I think most Bulls fans know that. But Cowboys fans looking at this team, after you got rid of Randy Gregory, okay, let's put it like this. Last year, y'all were yelling Super Bowl or bust for the Cowboys, right? You Cowboys fans, right? They got rid of your second best D lineman, Randy Gregory. You got rid of your best wide receiver, Amari Cooper. You got rid of one of your best wide receivers in Cedric Wilson. You got rid of your starting right tackle. You lose your left tackle because he's injury prone now, and Tyron Smith. You got rid of your starting left guard. You got rid of who else? Who else am I missing? I'm missing somebody else. Somebody else is missing. Oh, Michael Gallup gets injured. Now your starting quarterback is out. And y'all yelling Super Bowl or bust this year? What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Bruh.
The hell is wrong with y'all? That is stupid. You're stupid if you're a Cowboys fan and you think every year is Super Bowl or bust. It's not. Even last year, it wasn't Super Bowl or bust. Last year's goal was to get in the playoffs. They did that. They won a division and got in the playoffs. That was the goal last year. Jerry Jones get on the radio and tell you, hey, Super Bowl or bust. And maybe y'all listen to him. Michael Irvin being on ESPN, being dramatic, talking about Super Bowl or bust. He's doing it for ratings with Stephen A. Smith. Like, it's not Super Bowl or bust. Cowboys will be lucky if they make the playoffs this year. Y'all panicking after week one because you're thinking Super Bowl or bust. I'm not panicking. We lost to Tampa Bay last year. I don't care. We lost. And we got a worse team this year. And they possibly got a better team with the exception of the O-line. The O-line is injured in Tampa, but other than that, their defense is still the same. Their offense added Julio Jones. Like, y'all go ahead and have a field day panicking. Y'all have a field day talking noise about Dak Prescott, saying Dak is this, he ain't the guy, he ain't this and that. Who is the guy then? Only one quarterback win a Super Bowl every year. Who is the guy? And what? 10 out of 15 years has been Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. So that drops your chances even lower until Tom Brady retires. So really, 15 out of 20 years has been freaking Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. So let's add even more years to that. Only one quarterback wins the Super Bowl. So everybody else, they just not the guy because they lose? I don't understand that. Like, anyway, let's get into some NFL injuries, man. So you guys can know who to go for and who not to go for. Week 2, we're gonna do our week 2 predictions as well. We already got Kansas City beating LA, the Chargers Thursday night. So we can't predict that one. So we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. We got Washington versus Detroit coming up Sunday. I'm taking Detroit in that game. They are at home. They had a good game against Washington. Let's see who's injured. For Washington, Jonathan Allen, he was injured, but he is back, so he is playing. Cole Holcomb is playing, it looks like. Kareem Curl, the safety, is questionable. Everybody else seems to be healthy for Washington. Now, as far as Detroit, you got Jonah Jackson, questionable. DeAndre Swift is questionable. Everybody else is pretty much playing. Let's see. Carolina versus the Giants. I'm actually taking the Giants. I'm taking the Giants in this one. Also, leave your predictions on my YouTube. Go to YouTube and leave your predictions for week 2. If you out-predict me, I might go ahead and give you an Amazon gift card. So we're going to try to do that again this year. So let's do that this year as well. So go to YouTube, leave your predictions for week 2 as I go over my predictions now. I got the Giants beating Carolina at home. As far as injuries, let's see. Let's see who's out. Thibodeau, of course. Kayvon Thibodeau is still doubtful to play. Kadarius Toney is questionable. Nick McLeod, Aaron Robinson, Wan'Dale Robinson are all out for the Giants. And then we got the Colts taking on the Jags in Jacksonville. No players hurt for the Jags. The Colts, let's see. Kenny Moore is questionable. Shaquille Leonard is out. DeForest Buckner is questionable. Michael Pittman is questionable. I want to take Jacksonville so bad in this game, but man, I just don't trust Jacksonville over the Colts. Especially if Michael Pittman don't play and DeForest Buckner don't play. You know what? I'll take Jacksonville. New England at Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh. Even with TJ Watt being out. TJ Watt is hurt. Let's see who else is hurt. Cameron Haywood, he was injured, but he is playing. Najee Harris was injured, but he is playing. So the only person they missing really is TJ Watt. So I got Pittsburgh in that. Let's see who's hurt for. Adrian Phillips is questionable. Trent Brown is questionable for New England. I'm also doing these injury updates and stuff and all this for the fantasy players. The Jets versus Cleveland in Cleveland. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting game. But I'm calling the Jets for the upset, yo. Never mind. Zach Wilson is... Well, they got Joe Flacco. I'm trying to think about this. This is tough. Joe Flacco did give up. He did put up 300 yards. I'm taking the Jets. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Jets. Let me see who's hurt in this game. Nobody important, really. So, the tackle position, the starting tackle, Chris Hubert, for the Browns, he is most likely out. So, that's pretty big. Let's see. Braxton Berrios, the wide receiver for the Jets, he's questionable. Jordan Whitehead is questionable. That's pretty much all the important people. Tampa Bay and New Orleans, ladies and gentlemen. I already know who Rob is taking on that one. I got New Orleans, man. New Orleans always beat Tampa. They always give Tampa problems for whatever reason in the regular season. So I got New Orleans winning. Famous Jameis. They at home taking on Tampa. It's a lot of injuries, though, and in New Orleans. So Jameis Winston is questionable. Alvin Kamara is questionable. Traquan Smith is questionable. Mark Ingram is questionable. Good Lord. Cameron Jordan and Marcus May, they look like they'll be back playing. Let's see who's hurt. For Russell Gage, questionable for New Orleans. I'm sorry, for Tampa. Julio Jones, questionable. Brashad Perriman is questionable. Donovan Smith is doubtful. Mike Evans, questionable. Leonard Fournette, questionable. Chris Godwin out. Ooh, man, it's a lot of injuries in this game.
Bruh.
But I'm going to still take New Orleans. There's a lot of injuries in that game. Baltimore at Miami at Baltimore. Y'all know I'm going Ravens flock. Ravens at home. It's a lot of, I'm just biased. I like Miami this year, but I am biased. The injuries for this game. Marlon Humphreys, he is questionable. Marcus Peters, questionable. J.K. Dobbins, questionable. Ronnie Stanley, questionable, the tackle. Jeez. Let's see who's hurt for Miami. Terron Armstead, he's questionable. Cedric Wilson, former Cowboys, questionable. Other than that, they are pretty much healthy. Ty, what's good? And then not only are Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters questionable, they lost, what's that DB name? Kyle Fuller. He's out for the season already.
Bruh.
Oh, hell no!
Torn ACL. So, once again, ACL is hitting the Ravens. But I think they'll play, man. So, I'm still taking the Ravens anyway in this game. Seattle at San Francisco, I'm taking the 49ers. I don't care what happened week 1. Justin Coleman is questionable. Artie Burns, questionable. That's pretty much it for them. George Kittle is questionable, so, something to consider. But I'm taking the 49ers. Atlanta at the LA Rams, I am definitely taking the Rams. Once again, go to my YouTube and leave your predictions in the chat. And make sure you hit the like button on YouTube for your chance to win an Amazon gift card or a free shirt, dope content shirt, for Out Predicting Me for week 2. Okay? Go to YouTube, hit like, leave your comments. I don't know how many times I can say it. Yeah, I got LA beating Atlanta, though. Van Jefferson is out. Leonard Floyd is questionable. That's pretty much it. Damian Williams is out for Atlanta. That's pretty much it. And Arizona at Vegas. I got Vegas winning that. Let's see who's hurt. Andy Isabella is out. Rondale Moore is out. J.J. Watt is questionable for Arizona. For the Raiders, let's see. Denzel Perriman is out. That's pretty much it. Andre James is out too as well for the Raiders. But I still got the Raiders winning that game against Arizona. And then we got Houston at Denver. I'm taking Denver all the way. Let's see who's hurt. Kawon Williams for Denver is questionable. KJ Hamler is out. Randy Gregory is questionable, former Cowboy. Deshaun Williams is questionable. But I'm still taking Denver. Chicago at Green Bay. I want Chicago to win so bad. I really do. I really want Chicago to win so bad. I'll cheer for Chicago over Green Bay any day. But it's a Sunday night game. I think Green Bay is going to win it. Let's see the injury report. Alan Lazard, questionable. Elton Jenkins, questionable. Big Jinx, the tackle. The guard for Green Bay. He is questionable. I still got yeah, right. There you go, Rob. I still got Green Bay winning. Tennessee at Buffalo. Nobody is hurt for the Titans, so all right, there you go. Nobody's hurt for Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo. Buffalo is gonna be 2-0 at the end of the day. Minnesota at. I got somebody on YouTube. How you watch WWE pay-per-view, bro? I'm doing a sports podcast. You talking about WWE pay-per-view? They don't even do pay-per-views no more. It's on Peacock.
Bruh.
What the hell?
Oh, hell no.
We're not even talking WWE. We're not talking wrestling right now. But appreciate you coming through, Anderson Savage on YouTube. Man, y'all a trip. That's all y'all care about. How you watch WWE? Give me free WWE. That's what y'all. That's all y'all want. Okay, I'm gonna really start pissing y'all off when I stop doing wrestling altogether. So, Minnesota and Philly. I got Minnesota going. Hit that like button for me, Anderson. I appreciate you, brother. Even if you came in for the wrestling, I appreciate you, bro. Minnesota and Philly, nobody is injured. I got the Vikings all day. And then let's get into the Cowboys versus, this is my main event, Cowboys versus Cincinnati. Let's see who's hurt. Let's see who's playing, who's not playing before I make a prediction. We know Dak is not playing. Connor McGovern is out. Jaron Curse is out. Michael Gallup is out. Terrell Basham is out. All out.
Bruh.
And as far as Cincinnati, they are healthy. I'm taking the Bengals. Unfortunately, I'm taking the Bengals. Yeah, I got the Vikings winning against the Eagles, WWE fan. I'm taking the Bengals versus the Cowboys. Unless the Cowboys can just get pressure on Joe Burrow, I think Chase is going to have a field day. I think Chase is going to have a field day with Trayvon Diggs. It's going to be the same as their college days. Trayvon Diggs struggles with Jamar Chase. And I think it's going to be the same way Sunday. I think it's going to be the same way Sunday. I'm going to actually do a watch-along for that, too, so y'all can see my live reaction as the game is going on. No hope for the – hell no. Not this game. What the Cowboys have to do for this game is run the ball and get pressure on Joe Burrow. That's their only hope. I don't have no faith in Cooper Rush winning the game. I'm about to get pissed off again because I just thought about this. Chidobe Awuzie is the #1 corner for the Cincinnati Bengals, former Cowboys corner. And I remember saying on the podcast 2 years ago, maybe even 3, if we're going to get rid of Byron Jones, which they did, you need to keep Chidobe Awuzie. I said that multiple times on the podcast. You know what they do the next year? They let Chidobe Awuzie go for nothing.
Bruh.
Oh, hell no.
Because they cheap asses and they didn't want to pay him. And he went to Cincinnati and became the #1 DB in the AFC last year and went to the Super Bowl. And starting off this year balling. I knew that guy was a baller. But instead, you took the cheap route and kept Jordan Lewis and A.B. Brown. You could have had Chidobe Awuzie on one side and still drafted Trayvon Diggs because your record was the same. You could have had Diggs and Awuzie on the opposite side. And if you wanted to keep A.B., which I didn't have a problem with, you could have put A.B. in the slot, Anthony Brown in the slot, where he belongs. He is a good slot corner. Very good slot corner. He has problems when he's on the outside. He's a very good slot corner. But he has to play outside because Jordan Lewis is even worse on the outside than he is. Kelvin Joseph, I don't even think he touched the field Sunday. But I said it. Keep Chidobe Awuzie if you're going to let Byron Jones go. They let both of them go. And I think Cheeto is going to have a great game Sunday. So I got the Bengals winning. Unless the Cowboys just force the run down their throats and get pressure on the QB, on Joe Burrow. Other than that, that's your only hope. Because if Joe Burrow got time, Jamar Chase is going to be open. Point blank period. I love Trayvon Diggs. I know what type of matchups give him problems. Jamar Chase is a matchup problem for anybody. Ask Jalen Ramsey. So, yeah, Rob, I got the score scrolling across the top. You don't see that? And I don't, yeah, stop. So, I don't know why you be trying to come in trolling like I ain't got the score right here, bruh. Hey, stop. Now, before we get off, man, I appreciate everybody coming through. Once again, if you're on YouTube, or if you're not on YouTube, if you're on Twitch Live, make sure you go to YouTube and watch not watch, but click like. Well, you definitely should watch. But click like, tell your people to come through, have them click like, leave your week 2 comments in the section, and you'll get rewarded if you out-predict me. So let's keep it moving. Florida State football, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
Florida State football is 3-0 for the first time since 2015, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. Let's get it. Anderson Savage, what are you talking about on YouTube, bro? What are you doing, bro? Is being broke a good or a bad thing? Like, what you think? What do you think?
Bruh.
I'm finna block you, man. Like, you finna get up out of here. I don't know what you're on, Anderson Savage. But Florida State football is 3-0 for the first time since 2015. And they win last night over Louisville, 35-31. I know Push is going to hate this. Oh, yeah, Anderson Savage, we all good, baby. I know what it is. I knew Push was going to come in here with that hating. Who cares? You care. Stop playing. You know you care. Push. So, 3-0 for the first time. The reason I got them up right now is to one, brag, to say shout out to Florida State, and to ask who should get the credit for the success right now that is happening here in Florida State. A lot of people are giving Mike Norvell the credit, and I'm not there yet. That's not me. I'm not one of those people to give Mike Norvell the credit right now. You know why? You say, watch Florida whoop Miami Hurricanes again. Florida don't even want to play Miami no more. Florida's been ducking Miami for years, bruh. That's why I would always, as a Florida State fan, I would always cheer for Miami over Florida any day if they ever match up again. Florida ducked Miami for years, bruh. For years. Like, ducked them for years. So I don't know if they even match up this year. Push, do y'all play them this year? So let me find out that they back on the schedule. But they've been ducking Miami for years, bruh. No. So again,
Bruh.
one of the best rivalries in football, bruh. Appreciate it, Anderson Savage. Am I going to watch the press conference between Logan and Roman? No, sir. But appreciate you coming through on YouTube, man. Much love to you. So, yeah, another year, Florida is scared to play Miami. They scared, and they couldn't have. They tried to avoid Florida State too, but they couldn't. It's just no way in hell NCAA was going to allow that to happen. So, we still get to beat their butts every year, but they've been avoiding Miami, dog, and I hate it. I used to love watching Miami beat Florida. So, it is what it is, man. Florida been ducking them for years. It's been when the last time y'all played them? About 10 years ago? What is 2022? Like 8 to 10 years ago? So he say all this ducking just to see Ohio State win a natty. That ain't happening either. 2015. So yeah, 7 to 10 years ago. All right, there you go. But yeah, they've been ducking Miami. But let's get back to Florida State. The question says, is Florida State back? As far as competing for the ACC title, I would say, yeah, they are back. As far as competing for the national title, I wouldn't go that far yet. Again, I'm a realistic fan, just like I am with the Cowboys, the Mavericks, etc. I'm a realistic. Y'all played in 2019? Really? I'm going to have to look at that schedule because I don't remember that. Oh, maybe that was the first time they played after, what, like 4 or 5 years of not playing. Then they haven't played again since, right? I'm going to look that up. So I know they only played. Yeah, all right. I was about to say, I know they only played, if they did play, it was like one time. So, all right. So, yeah. But anyway, Florida is still ducking Miami. And I'm going to keep saying that. So, F Florida.
Bruh.
Even though I talk noise about Miami because it's a rival team, I have respect for Miami. So, and I don't have no problem. I low-key root for Miami except when they're playing Florida State. So I like Miami to be good because when Florida State and Miami play, if they both good, it's a bigger game, it's a bigger field. And you know what I'm saying? It makes the matchup bigger and it makes the ACC look better. So hopefully Miami keep their win streak going. Hopefully Florida State can get up in that ranking. So but is Florida State football back? Once again, I say yes as far as competing for the ACC. But as far as, yeah, go ahead and whoop Jimbo Fisher, that old traitor. We're going to get into him.
Bruh.
But as far as winning the ACC and competing for the ACC title, yeah, they're back. As far as national championship, nah, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to go that far, especially with the quarterback getting hurt, getting injured last night. Hopefully he's okay. Let me see if there's a update on him. I don't think there is yet. Jordan Travis, I don't think there is yet. But they won. They beat Louisville last night on the road. Jordan Travis went 13-17, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns before getting injured. Our running backs, man, we deep at running back again, man. That's good to see that again. Ward had 126 yards, 10 carries. Benson had 70 yards on 10 carries. So I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see that we got a running game again. So that's dope to see. But as far as early success and them being good again, who should really get the credit for it? A lot of people are giving the credit to Mike Norvell. Me personally, no. He's doing a good job coaching. He's doing a pretty good job coaching this year. But those players that he's playing with are Willie Taggart's players. I want y'all to know that. I want to be clear on that. That is Willie. Those players are Willie Taggart players. He recruited those players. He got those players to transfer to Florida State from other teams. Like Jordan Travis committed to Louisville, and Willie Taggart got him to transfer to Florida State the year they fired Willie Taggart. And now Jordan Travis is the star quarterback. Hopefully he's not injured and he can play next week and can play the rest of the season. That's a Willie Taggart recruit, Jordan Travis. So this is really Mike Norvell's first class. So like if these guys are true freshmen, true sophomores, you give them credit for it. But a lot of these players, from the ones I've seen on the field, they came from Willie Taggart. Willie Taggart didn't even have a chance to coach up. He didn't even have a chance to coach up his recruits. Because the year he came, his first year, that's when he did his recruiting. The second year, he was fired mid-season. So he didn't get the recruit. He didn't get to coach up none of his recruits. The players that are playing now are his recruits for Mike Norvell. I'm just saying. That's all I'm going to say on that. I'm going to leave it at that. I just wanted to put that out there before I ended the stream. These are not Mike Norvell players that's balling right now for Florida State. These are Willie Taggart's players. Willie Taggart never had the opportunity to coach his players that he recruited. When he came in, he was taking over that bad recruiting class that Jimbo Fisher left us with.
Bruh.
That's what he took over. And Jimbo knew that was a bad recruiting class and a bad job he did. That's why he made up every excuse to get the F up out of Florida State and go sign that big paycheck with Texas A&M and took an L last week to Appalachian State.
Bruh.
Just saying. Noah's getting stopped up. Just saying. Jimbo Fisher, you did a horrible job your last 2 years in Florida State recruiting, and you knew it. So you knew to get up out of there and go somewhere and start fresh before it got bad on you, on your resume in Florida State. That's what you did. Then Willie Taggart come in, take over your recruiting class. He recruits the people that we see on the field now, and he don't even get to coach them because they fired him. At the beginning, at 5 games in the second season, he's gone. Mike Norvell came in and started off worse than Willie Taggart did. And he's still here. But you know why they winning now? Because those players finally got to develop. Willie Taggart's players. So give Willie Taggart respect, man. Stop shitting on his name, bruh. That's all I got to say. I appreciate y'all coming through. I got to cut the podcast. I got to run some errands. I got a lot to do today. So let me go ahead and get ready to get up out of here. And this was a good podcast. I got a lot in, and it was only been 1 hour and 8 minutes. So shout out to me for that. Shout out to me for that. So once again, go to Dope Content on YouTube. This will be on dopecontent.com. Get the tables in the building. Make sure you follow Get the Tables, ladies and gentlemen. This will be on. Hold on. What's going on in my chat? I ain't got the whole chat up. Let me see if I get this back up. Hold on. There we go. It's been so long since I've been to this page. I guess I didn't update it. So there go the chat. Make sure you follow Get the Tables. Make sure you follow my guy Push Play the DJ. He said reparations for Willie Taggart. Facts, bro. Facts, bro. I'm telling you. Like, dude. W Podcast. Appreciate it, bro. I appreciate y'all that actually come through on the sports podcast. Much love to y'all for real, man. Get the Tables. We got the Saints winning over the Buccaneers. We did our week 2 predictions. Make sure you leave your predictions in my YouTube, please, sir. You, even though you're a streamer too, you got an opportunity to win gift cards and all that if you out-predict me on week 2. So make sure you go to the comments, hit the like button on YouTube, everybody. Tell your people to hit the like button on YouTube so YouTube can spread the video out even more. Because these are the things I work hard for, the sports podcast. I keep saying it. Like, I work harder for these and the wrestling podcast than I do any other stream. Any other stream, I'm really just turning on my ex. Oh, yes, I definitely got the Cowboys losing. I'm realistic. You'll see it when you watch the replay of it. And I'm going to break it down on YouTube and, spots and sections so you can go right to it. But, you retired me. No, the hell you didn't. Stop. No, you didn't. Stop. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the ones that did watch live on YouTube. Anderson, even though he came in trolling and talking about wrestling. And yeah, man, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it growing. I plan to do at least one of these every week during the NFL season and college football season. Hopefully we can keep it going. So y'all be safe. Have a good one, man. Until next time, buddy. I believe I am out.